You sure it was already recording? I must have accidentally hit stop recording. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so for skill check 3, for number 1, what do I need to do first? Okay, so we got to do the 7 times 6 first, and then what else do we need to do? Yeah, we do our numerator and our denominator first. We have to do those operations. So the 29 stays the same. And I am subtracting what from 29? So we'll get there in a minute. What's 7 times 6? 42, and 4 minus 1. All right, and 3 goes into 42 how many times? Okay, so this becomes 29 minus 14, which gives us what? Yes. So your answer for skill check or number 1 on skill check 3 is 15. What about number 2?
Times 3 times 7. After you get 21 plus 5 is 26, and after 9 plus 4 is 13.
Okay, so 5 plus 21 is, we'll get to that in a second. Go ahead and do the 9 plus 4. Give us 13, right? All right, so 5 plus 21 was what? 26 over 13. Right, and that gives us a whole number 2 because 13 goes into 26 exactly 2 times. All right, so we will go ahead and homework.
The word homework always brings the thing called ridiculous.
Homework page 154. We're going to finish the assignment. So 27 through 35 odd. No, not 27. I'm sorry, 17. We did through 15. 17 through 35 odd. And we've got plenty of time to get most of this done in class, as long as we stay focused and are doing all right. So let's go ahead and go back to the homework on page 154. So for number 17, we have 9 over 21 equals n over 7. So how did you get that, Timothy? So, okay, yeah. So here's the question. What do we have to do to 21 to get 7? We have to divide it by 3. And so this is why it is so important to write it down instead of trying to do it in your head. So you don't get confused on what exactly it is you're doing. So our answer for the numerator is what? Right. So 3 is our value for n. Yes, always simplify. I mean, you're only having to give a number, but go ahead and simplify it if you can. Now, in some cases, we go up. So like 3 over 7, if they had given us 3 over 7 equals x over 21. So yeah, no, don't simplify. Just give me the value for n. Because it's just going to give you probably what you already have. So for number 19, we have 8 over 12 equals, and I'm going to just go ahead and give myself room. I lost my place. What does it say? 40 over n. So Julian, what did we do to 8 to get 40?
Times it by 5.
We multiplied it times 5, which means we're also going to do that with our denominator, which means n equals what?
Times 12.
Which gives us what?
It'll be 50. No, 60.
There we go.
I didn't say 50.
Okay, so n equals 60. Okay, somebody else, give me number 21. So for 21, we have 12 over 18. And leave yourself some room, equals n over 3. What did we do to 18 to get 3? Okay, and what we do to the denominator, we must do to the numerator. And so that means n equals what, Isaiah? Yep. right, so number 23, 28 over 63 equals, give yourself some room, n over 9. So Zachary, what did we do to 63 to get 9?
Oh, you divided it by
There we go. And so if we divide 63 by 7 and we divide 28 by 7, that means that n equals what?
N equals 4.
Very good. Okay,
Might actually be.
I think so. Y'all are moving right along. That's great. All right, so number 25 is the only one like it. It's asking which fraction is not equivalent to the others. So we're comparing, so
32.
this looks like the kind of thing they love to see on, or love to put on a quiz. Well, we're not there yet, so you're just gonna have to hold on. Okay, so what do you guys think?
I think it's 10 over 16.
You think it's 10 over 16?
I think it's.
So definitely look at 5/8 because 5/8 is as simplified as it gets. Those are two relatively prime. Now, can you multiply both 5 and 8 times the same number to get 10 and 16? You can, yes. But when you look at the third one, 15 over 20, what can you multiply 5 times to get 15? 3.
Yeah.
I know what you were trying to say. Yeah. What can you multiply times 8 to get 20? Does not compute. Exactly. Because 8 jumps from 16 to 24. So which one is not equivalent? 15 over 20. Because also go ahead and reduce 15. Just reduce them. Just reduce them. You know this one is relatively prime. So make this one relatively prime. Okay, then you definitely need to just watch what I'm doing here. So look at them individually and reduce them. If you have trouble seeing what I just showed you, then do it this way. Look at them one at a time. 5 over 8. 5 and 8 are relatively prime. So you know that one is as simplified as it's going to get. It's reduced. What about 10 over 16? What goes into 10 and 16? Well, 2 divides into 10 and 16 and gives you 5/8. Now look at 15 over 20. What's the greatest common factor between 15 and 20? Right. And so when you divide 15 and 20 by 5, it gives you what? I'm sorry, 5 goes into 15 how many times? Right. And 5 goes into 20 how many times? Right. It's not the same simplified fraction, right? And then just to make sure you did it right, let's look at 20 and 32. What number divides evenly into 20 and 32? There we go. If you do 4, 4 goes into 20 5 times, and 4 goes into 32 8 times. So which one of these is not like the others? And that means so if you can't see it by looking at it, reduce every single one of them to their most simplified fraction. And then you will very quickly see which one is not like the others. And then you can get it right. So you might need more time, but that's better than getting it wrong. Why guess when you can get it right? Okay. Okay, so moving on. 27, which I heard someone say was irritating. Okay, so these are a practice of what we just did. The most important thing for these is order of operations. So for number 27, 35, 2 plus 4. So we are now to the problem I originally gave you. So we have what, like 8 left, 9 left? Less than that, 27? Oh yeah, no, like 5 left. Oh yeah, that's right, you did go farther. Okay, 5 minus 2. And then multiplying that times 24. All right, so what I would like for you guys to do, at least on your homework, so you have this as an example, I want you to put everything in the numerator in parentheses and then everything in the denominator in parentheses.
35
It's a monster. I think we'll be all right though. Don't look ahead. Stay focused on 27. We're doing good here.
I'm Brendan.
So when you put them in parentheses, when you recognize your any operations going on in the numerator and any arithmetic operations going on in the denominator must be treated as if it's in parentheses. It means you can use PEMDAS, parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, to get your order of operation right. So what do I do? What do I simplify first here for number 27? What do I do first?
Oh, you just times 4 plus 4. Plus,
What's my order of operation?
wow.
Parentheses. That's why we put parentheses.
It's 4 plus that will be 6, and 5 minus that will be 3.
So that simplifies to 2 times 24, which means our answer is what? Okay, 29. So for 29, we have 15 plus 18 times 2 over 2 plus 1. Again, treat these like they're in parentheses. We have to do parentheses first. So this is 15 plus 36 divided by 3. 36 divided by 3 is 12, and 15 plus 12 is? Okay, we'll get there in a second. For number 31, we have 12 minus 3 times 3 over 3 times 4. Is that? I think that's division. Divided by 6. Okay, so this is what I want y'all to do first. Do your numerator first. 12 minus 3 times 3. What do I do first? Order of operation. Okay, then what did you do for 31? All right, then you will want to start that one over off to the side and work this with me. So look at your numerator first. 12 minus 3 times 3. What do I do first?
Times 9, it'll be 9, and after
Okay.
9 minus 12,
This becomes 12 minus 9,
it'll be
which gives me a 3 in my numerator. So I'm going to write that down here. And for your, treat your denominator separately. 3 times 4 divided by 6. What's my order of operation?
times that 4.
Right, so multiplication and division are equal. So you move from left to right. So 3 times 4 gives me 12 divided by 6. And 12 divided by 6 is 2. That is my denominator. So you should have gotten 3 halves, or you can turn it into an improper fraction, which is 1 and 1/2. Either one of those will work. Oh, I thought you said 1/2. Okay, then you're good. Sorry. All I heard was 1/2. Okay. 33. Bill has completed 8/12 of a 24-mile bicycle race. Randy has completed 15/24 of the same race. Have they completed the same amount of the race?
No.
Do you even need to know how long the race was?
Oh, no. It just said 8 doesn't go.
Okay, so let me show you how to work this out. So you have 8/12. So really what we're asking is 8/12 equal to 15/24? So we're asking, so let's treat it as if it were equal and see if it matches. So this is our proportions. What do? If we have 8/12 equals 15/24. You can, everybody remember cross multiplying from yesterday?
I didn't.
And so you can find out if, and this does pretty much become simple because we know that 12 is half of 24. And so if you have 15, you only get 7.5, which is not 8. Okay, good. Then this will be important to see. So you cross multiply and you have 8 times 24 is equal to 12 times 15. So what's 8 times 24? Go ahead and do the math for me. Huh? 8 times 24 is not 3.
No. it doesn't connect.
Okay, what's 8 times 24?
Oh, I thought.
So 192. And then what's 12 times 15?
Well, just.
Write it-
first
write it
number I
down.
got was 127, so it can't go.
Okay, so 2 times 5 is 10. Carry my 1, that becomes a 3. And then this is 15. So 180. Is 192 equal to 180? No. Therefore, the answer is no. They have not completed the same amount of the race. Okay, 35. We got some square roots here.
Can I say my answer?
Yeah, what'd you get?
I got 4. Is that wrong?
It is wrong. I'm sorry.
My
I got
brain was like-
24.
That is also wrong. Did you try it?
I forgot to do the
You're
square
trying it
root.
now?
My brain was like.
Is this right? 12.
Nope.
So it's definitely more. 'cause these are just-
Okay, so we have the square root of 3 times 12 plus 2 to the power of 5,
I think the reason I got it wrong is because I just forgot about paper and I turned it on my head.
2 to the power of 3
So that's probably why I got.
plus 16 minus 3 times 4. Okay, so what order of going by order of operation, what do I,
Is it 16?
closer, but no.
3 times 12.
What do we have to do first? Remember, these count as parentheses.
Oh, no.
Now, you can kind of do them simultaneously, but you need to treat this like its own expression. Anything divided by addition and subtraction is going to be done last. That is correct. So you can do that kind of as it's independently of anything else. And then you can do this independently of anything else. And then you have the 16. And then, of course, you have your
Oh,
3 times 4, which also can be done independently of the subtraction.
I don't like it.
Oh, that would not work. Okay, so let's, yeah, because 12 doesn't go, if that would give you a decimal. You can't have, no, you did 12 divided into 3. So you did it like backwards and invert. Okay. Wow. Okay.
I got 4, but I forgot.
Okay, so what is this? What is 3 times 12? Right, and what is the square root of 36? Right, 6 times 6 is 36, so that becomes 6 plus 2 times 5,
2 times 5.
Oh, what?
or I'm sorry, not 2 times 5.
I forgot that.
That-
was
that's
square
16.
root. I thought it was that thing.
Yeah, so 2 to the power of 5, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So this is 32 divided by,
I multiplied it.
okay, that is unfortunate. Okay, let me show y'all this. Hopefully y'all are working through it with me. Let's look at this denominator, 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2. So if you write that out, it becomes 2 times 2 times 2 divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is what? 2 divided by 2 is 1. So that 2 in the denominator cancels out one of your 2's. And so you're left with 4. So this is 32 divided by 4. 4 goes into 32 how many times? Right, so we've got an 8. And then we can bring down our 16 and we can subtract 3 times 4, which is 12. So now how do we solve this? Right, we work, I'm doing it in y'all's direction. You have to work from left to right. So 6 plus 8,
6 plus 8 is 6, 8, 7.
it's okay. You just keep writing what we got here. 14 plus 16, if I can write it correctly, is 30 minus 12 gives us 18. Just wanted us to give it a try. I promise you will not see anything quite that complicated on a quiz or test.
I could have definitely guessed 18. I was going with that.
Why would it have to be 38?
We can.
No.
No.
Y'all want to watch me do it?
No.
No, it'll hurt our brains watching you do it.
No, it's silly. Okay. So that finishes up this section 4.2, and we will start 4.3 tomorrow.
Let's go.
All right.
We're smart.